The nurse locked the door and said, "Sir, we're not letting you leave with your son." I actually laughed at first because it sounded so absurd my brain refused to accept it. My 6-year-old son Eli was sitting on the hospital bed, legs swinging back and forth, proudly holding a green dinosaur sticker the nurse had given him for being brave. His chin was freshly stitched, a neat row of tiny black thread under a square bandage. We'd been in the ER for nearly 4 hours after he tripped on the playground and split it open. Everything was done. Discharge papers printed, copay paid, keys in my hand. "What do you mean?" I asked, still half smiling. "I'm his dad." The nurse didn't smile back. She stepped fully in front of the door, one hand resting on the handle like she was bracing for a hit. "I just need you to sit back down for a moment." Something in her tone made my stomach tighten. 2 security guards appeared in the hallway almost immediately, like they'd been waiting for a cue. Eli noticed them too. His legs stopped swinging. "Dad," he whispered, "are we in trouble?" "No," I said quickly, walking back toward him. "Of course not." But the nurse was already picking up the phone. Things started happening fast after that. A hospital administrator came in, clipboard tucked against her chest, then a social worker with tired eyes and a soft voice, then a police officer who stood near the wall, hands folded, watching me like he was waiting for something to go wrong. They started asking questions. "What's your full legal name? What's the child's full legal name? Date of birth? Who has legal custody?" I answered everything immediately. I showed them my driver's license. I unlocked my phone and scrolled through pictures. Eli at my apartment, Eli on my shoulders at the zoo, Eli asleep on my couch last weekend. I pulled up his school portal with my name clearly listed as parent and emergency contact. No one reacted. The social worker nodded slowly, jotting things down. The administrator avoided my eyes. Finally, the police officer cleared his throat. "Sir, we received a call stating this child was brought here without permission." My heart slammed so hard I felt dizzy. "From who?" The social worker glanced at her notes. "From the child's mother." It felt like the floor tilted. "That doesn't make sense," I said. "We're divorced and currently in a custody battle. Today is my day." She nodded again, carefully. "That's not what she told us." I heard Eli sniffle. He had climbed off the bed and pressed himself into my side, gripping my shirt. "Dad," he said quietly, "Mom said you might try to take me forever." The room went dead silent. The police officer crouched down in front of Eli, voice gentle. "Hey buddy, can you tell me what you meant by that?" Eli hesitated, eyes darting between us. Then he whispered, "She said if I got hurt with Dad, I shouldn't go home with him anymore." I felt something cold crawl up my spine. The social worker straightened immediately. The administrator's pen froze midair. The officer stood and looked at me, not suspicious now, but alert. "Sir," he said, "I'm going to ask you to step into the hallway for a moment." My pulse was roaring in my ears. I was certain this was the part where they arrested me. Instead, once the door closed behind us, the administrator spoke quietly. "Your ex-wife filed an emergency custody alert this morning." "What?" I said. "She claimed you were unstable," the social worker added, "and planning to flee the state with the child." My phone vibrated in my pocket. A text from my ex lit up the screen. "You should have brought him back early. You did this to yourself." Everything snapped into place. The playground injury, the hospital, the timing. She hadn't panicked. She'd planned this. "She used the injury to make it look like neglect," the officer said carefully. "And the statement she coached your son to repeat. That's a serious problem." Inside the room, Eli started crying. 2 weeks later, a judge granted me temporary full custody.